Last year I bought the cheapest carp fishing set on Amazon to go out and prove that you can still catch carp on the cheap gear. And do you know what? We succeeded in that mission. However, the carp were quite small. This time I'm after some bigger carp. We have to catch a double figure carp, and also we're putting the cheapest carp fishing kit against the hardest fighting fish in the UK, arguably. Can we get a Wells catfish on the cheap gear? Will it hold out? Who knows? Let's find out. Whoa, my wonky rod. Oh, I've missed you. I am a genius. Come on, clip this, clip you bastard. Oh my God, triple take. This rod feels so soft. Oh, it cracked a bit. Sorry, boys. Hello, can I get a hand? Sorry, I made a right naughty mistake with my net. Oh my God, here he goes. The wonkiness of this rod pod. I've been doing a lot of carp anglers nuts in. Josh, shut up, mate. But I had the joys of watching S Club 7 over there opposite me with their shirts off, so. Oh, this is like, oh, just got a bit of water straight in my eye. What? No, I don't. That's a chunk mind. Jesus Christ, that was utter carnage.
Right, you absolute legends. For this session, I'm at Coking Farm on Long Lake. Settled in peg 47, I have heard this swim is notorious for big hits of carp and plenty of the big cats. With no time to waste, it was time to get the gear out. Just a quick FYI, the dreaded bivvy from the set was not brought along as it was just not fit for purpose. Maybe for this guy it would be. Also, I didn't bring the awful swingers from the set, as to be honest, I had actually lost them.
To be fair, guys, this landing net I've used a couple times in my fishing, my normal fishing. Look, it's quite small, 2-piece, portable. Let's put this together. I'm sure it's not like the Corda carbon in this landing net. How much the Corda nets these days? £200? My wonky rod. Oh, I've missed you. This rod was what did me the 2 fish last time with this gear. So this is definitely gonna go out on the baited spot. God, landing a big cat with this, guys, is gonna feel absolutely crazy. Oh no, 2 3/4 pound test curve. So if we hit a big fish on this, it's gonna feel mental. So the little reels, tighten out that drag a bit. And I've got about just over 11 wraps. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna get the bait ready and we're gonna go full out. We're gonna have a lot of bait in this place. There's a lot of catfish in here. And I've heard they like to hang out in that middle of that, between the 2 islands. So, gonna get the bait prep now, go through what we got and start getting some bait out. Right then, let's get the bait prepped. So what we got, obviously we've got about 7 kilo of Parker Baits OG Fish pellets in here. So 7 kilos of Parker Baits OG Fish. That's gonna make up the main bulk. We're gonna be mainly a pellet focused bait in here today. It is boiling and pellet only, Long Lake. So I do have some of the fish to sauce with me, but I'm gonna keep that because I've been told to lay off the actual smells. But I think the main trick's gonna be the house pellet. Guys, you come down Long Lake, I've been told by everyone, get a bit of house pellet. So I've got 8 kilos of the 2 different size pellets. So we're gonna put a couple keys, about half this bag in. Put that one in, and then we're gonna put some of these big chunky ones in. Put some of the chunky ones in. And what I will do though, I'm gonna put some crumb in. And do you know what? I might actually start off with just crumb to begin with. So I'm just gonna put the whole kilo of crumb, or it's about half a kilo of crumb. Put a little bit of the different sized OG fish lots in. So that's probably about 5 kilo of bait there, ready to go. We're gonna spawn the whole lot out. We're gonna do 5 kilo to begin with, and then we'll top it up when and where if necessary. All right, just a note, this spawn rod and the spawn obviously doesn't come with the Amazon set, but to get a lot of bait out on this lake quickly, this is why I'm using it. Well, I say quickly. All right, let's do it. Oh, baby, I love the way.
And a lot of graft it was. I'm not kidding, I must have put about 7 kilos worth of bait out with that spawn, just to begin with. But eventually it was time to wrap up the rods to the same distance. It didn't take long for me to find an annoying feature that I didn't have to deal with last time. Remember those little triangle line clips as a kid?
Now I need to somehow get these clips and these rods, you know what I mean, are really it's cut off, for God's sake. Goose poo, I need to somehow get this clipped up. Oh my God, this is impossible. Come on, clip this, clip your clipping up my rod. There we go. Oh, I've done it, clipped up. Is that the right length? Yes, that'll do. Now I've got 2 rods all clipped up, ready to go out. Last time, as you remember, I actually I'm pretty sure I hooked the catfish, but the Amazon hook link that they provided you was quite thin, that braid, and so the catfish just cut right through it. So in the interest of fish safety, for the terminal tackle, I'm not actually using the Amazon components. I thought, because there's big cats in here and we want to see if the rods and the reels can actually handle it. So what I've done, I've got my Corda, got about a 7 inch boom link, the stiff boom material, and that's just on my favourite Pickering rig with an OG fish wafter. Barbless hooks here at Coking Farm. So yeah, hopefully this will be enough to land a big pussy. This rod feels so soft. Oh, it cracked a bit. Oh, it's on the money though. Right, moment of truth. Well, these bite alarms have been tucked away for over a year in the garage. Are they still gonna work? No! That's brilliant! Go on, the lad. Right, let's tighten up, because I've got back leads on. We're fishing, 1 rod, guys. Look at that. Alarms still work after a year in the garage. Right, let's get the second rod out. The second rod, I'm going something a bit different. It's the same setup essentially, but I'm going to put a bit of colour on. I'm going to use a colourful hook bait. I'm going to use an orange. If you've all noticed, they wear quite a lot of the Reed's Comfort stuff. They've released their own hook baits here. The Reed's Comfort Fruit Bomb waft. They smell bloody delicious actually. And a nice high-vis orange with that black fleck in there. So hopefully if you want a pot of these, head over to the Reed's Comfort website, and if you want 10% off, use code CHUNKY.
The second rod was going to the right of the baited spot in the hope of picking up fish circling bait. The third rod I whacked out by the island just with a simple solid bag on. With all 3 rods out, it was down to the fish to make the next move. It didn't take long for them to show me that they were in the area.
Right, the wind has really picked up. It is blowing an absolute hoolie. Oh, carp just showed right on my spot. And another one. You see that? Come on, the carp. Right, before it all kicks off though, I'm gonna get a new battery in this GoPro and get some food on. I'm starving. I'm really excited, but quite nervous. I just don't know how the gear is gonna hold up against a big catfish. And there are some big ones in there. They're like 80 pounders in there. So my PB is 61. This is what a 61 pound catfish looks like. And here there is an 80. You hook something like that on this gear, it's gonna be a hell of a test, I'll tell you that. So hopefully, you never know, when I start cooking, we all know what happens when you start cooking food when you're carp fishing. It's normally when a bite comes, so.
Like clockwork, as soon as that meat hit the stove, I got a drop back.
I said, cooking, and I think we've got a drop back. Unless it was a big liner. Oh, no, we're in. We're in. We are in, boys. Ooh. Bloody told you, as you're cooking food, there's always a bite to be had. At the net. Oh, God. Wow. Bending the rod. Whoa. It's a cat. We've got a cat, boys. Okay, let's come this side. Whoa. It's a little cat. Oh. I do love catfish. They fight so hard. Small cat, here we come. Come in. Oh, he slipped out. He slipped out. Jammy little bugger. Yeah. Swam straight into the net there.
You know what? I didn't even get a chance to get that cat out the net.
Whoa. Just topping up the spot, and I didn't have much time to do so because my rod's just gone screaming off again. Playing this one in feels a little bit better. I don't know how I'm going to do this, guys. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Ah, it's got my other line. Oh, it's a carp. That's a bloody carp. Ah, right. Okay. I don't know what's happened. I've just got a carp on that Amazon rod. 2 rods down. They're both in there. All wiped out, all tangled up. Oh, I'm gonna have to get it all sorted. Let me get it all sorted. Bloody hell. Right, I can't believe this is happening. First of all, the wonky rod. It has got a little thing that we were kind of after today. There you go. Nice little kitten. Now, they get massive in it. So the Amazon stuff can catch these. It has caught me a Wales catfish, but they get so much bigger. Bigger to the size that they'll eat this one. It's good. So this is probably about 5-6 pound. We want a 40 plus, that's what we want. Absolute carnage. So the wonky rod went off. That's on the OG Fish Wafter. Got it off that heavily baited spot, so put the bait in, worked. And now I'm gonna show you. Oh, we came here to know if the Amazon gear catch a bigger carp. This one's gotta be about 12 pound. We've caught a double. Look at the length of a big long mirror. Absolutely fantastic. Amazon gear, catching bigger fish. Brilliant. And this was on the orange fruit bomb Reed's Comfort Wafter. There we go. I'm over the moon. Absolute carnage, double take. I don't know what was going on. Right, let's get these boys back. Jesus Christ, that was utter carnage. Right, let's get reset time. Reset, look. I've already clipped up the rods. I just need to get fresh hook baits on. I'd be interested to see if the carp come more off the orange, and then if the catfish come on the OG Fish Wafters.
When you get quick bites like this, it is important to get rods back out as soon as possible to take full advantage of the fish on your spot.
Let's see if we can get back on the game and get the carnage continuing. Hopefully this rod doesn't break. That'd be a bit of a tape if it did. So one.
So with those 2 rods going back out on the money, I finally got to finish the munch I was cooking and get those calories back in.
But for now, from the 3rd rod, I took the solid bag off because I thought it was gonna be a bit faffy. I want to get a bit close to the iron. So what I've done, I've put on a shorter hook length, same old Pickering rig, but a barbless hook on there with an OG Fish Wafter. But what I'm gonna do is put a little mesh bag of house pellet on with it. And I'm gonna put this one out by the island. Yeah.
I got to whacking more bait out to see if my theory that the spom kind of acts like a dinner bell on this lake. And you know what? I got an answer to that theory very quickly.
Well, absolute screamer. Before I could even get the spom rod going, the wonky rod strikes again. Hopefully, get this bad boy in. Whoa! Okay, that's an aggressive pull. That made me wonder if that was a cat. Oh, what is he? Oh, he's shooting around the spot. Oh, it's a carp. There you go. Hopefully. There you go, in you go, mate. Yeah, got him. There you go.
Now wait until you see this one. It is a pure scaly beauty.
Well, a wonky rod, 2nd carp down, 3rd fish down on the Amazon challenge. What a banger. She's not the biggest, probably about 6-7 pound, but look at the scales on her. What a lovely, lovely fish. Oh, what a good girl. What a good girl. Absolutely over the moon with that one. Proper scaly banger. Right, still plenty more to be at it. Got to get that bait going in. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing a lot of bait this session.
The baiting seemed to be working, and trust me, it was pretty clear the carp had moved in.
Whoa! Right, we've just had another screamer on the wonky rod. It's gone again. Deary me, guys. It's always quite tough. If it's a small cat, it's tough to tell if it's a cat or a carp. But this one feels a bit meatier. That was an absolute screamer on the wonky rod. So wonky rod's 3 fish. It's so nice playing fish with actual soft rods for a change. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, you don't like coming up. It's another carp. He's not a bad one. He's not a bad one, here you go. Right, well then, would you have a look at this? Hungry. There you go. Look at that. Here we are. On the wonky rod. Absolutely smashed off, tore off. OG Fish Wafter bottom bait against that's now 2 carp to OG Fish Wafter, 1 to the orange Reed's Comfort Fruity Bomb, so we might have to swap to the OG Fish, I think, because it seems to be like their favourite bait in it at the moment. So, look at that. Oh, I'm away again. I'm away again. Oh, There's the middle rod. This is the orange Fruit Bomb. Oh, dear. Right.
Now in the chaos, it was here I had realised I'd made a very, very silly mistake.
I've just realised I ain't got a net. This is going to be a bit tasty. I put the carp with a net in the bloody retainer sling. And, yeah, right, okay, I think after this fish, I'm going to have to get my other net out. Sorry, boys. Hello? Can I get a hand? Sorry. Just, I made a right naughty mistake with my net. Sorry, mate, I made a right naughty mistake. What I've done, got a carp out, I've had one on the sling, filming it and all that, and then it's in my net, and I put it in my retainer as I got picked up this rod, thinking, oh, I put the net in there as well. So it's in that retainer sling there, mate, with the other carp.
Okay.
It's
your net?
Yeah, so if you just get the net out for me, mate, and put it up, I'll get my other spare net out of the car now, mate, it's all turning a bit on.
Thank God for this gentleman for coming to save the day and reassembling my net for me. If you're watching, mate, once again, thanks.
Absolute noddy mistake by me. It was only when I was sort of playing, I was going, oh crap. This one, come on, the new Reed's Comfort, fruity bean, £16 this one went. Absolute lovely fish. Another double take, screamer, so it's the 4th carp for me. We've had 1 kitten. Hopefully we keep the bait going in, keep the rods on the same spot, 2 on a spot. We should have a few more, hopefully. There is 1 rod still in that spot at the moment. Oh, hopefully that doesn't scream off like it did the last one when I was filming that one and this one come out, but what a lovely fish. Off you go, girl. Lovely.
And there was me thinking it had quieted down.
Oh my God. Oh, it's got no time. No time. This is carnage. This is my sixth one hooked into. I don't know, it feels like another carp. It's just mental. Absolutely, is it another carp? It's another carp. But the carp are just carnage. The Amazon net. There you go. Oh mate, he's in. He's in. Oh no, stay in. This is actually nuts. I genuinely can't keep a rod in the water. Just lost one, guys. I'll get my other rod set up, and to be honest, I've got to admit, my other one that was in the net, yeah, this happened with the one that I had in the net ready to go. Oh. Whoa.
Right, I finally had a chance to sit down and get some grub in me rather than getting grub into those carp. It definitely seemed by not ringing that dinner bell with the spawn, the carp settled down as the bite seemed to have stopped. But it gave me a chance to reflect on how well the Amazon gear had put up with that carnage. From the rods casting my hook baits on top of the spot accurately and being an absolute joy to play in fish with that 2.75 pound test curve, so far I was impressed. Even the small little reels were managing. Yes, they have sticky drag that was making me slightly nervous, but ultimately the bait runner function was working wonderfully. Not to mention the rod pod and alarms. Although lacking those aesthetics, the alarms were certainly letting me know when there was a bite. The evening was rolling in. With the lights slowly fading and the wind calming down, it was nice to actually have a bit of a rest and enjoy the scenery that coking has to offer. Although, it didn't last too long.
Bloody hell. Just had a mental double take. Can't do much with the other one. It's got all of them. I think it's a triple take. There's not much I can do about that. Oh my God. Triple take. Oh, right, I'll get this one in. Just get ready to relax and... There you go, you're done. You're done. Yes, right, that one's in. Wrap this one up quickly and get it back out. Just before the sun and all the light disappears. Yeah, we nailed number 7. Oh. Number 7, bit of a pasty, but happy anyway. Luckily, a bit of bait topped up this evening. It's done the trick. Still haven't got that big catfish yet. Maybe tonight might be the night we bring in an absolute monster. But yeah, I'm gonna top the spot up with about 3 spoms of bait, get ready for tonight. And if anything happens in the night, I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you tomorrow morning. You know what? It's like a 2-hour drive for me to get here today. And for my sins, I listened to a Andrew Tate and Bonnie Blue podcast. Honestly, my decision to go back to church has just been confirmed the appropriate action to do in this world. Woohoo! Right, let's get some bait back out on the spot. Up, up. Oh, that's, oh no! Oh, no! Oh shit! Oh no! Oh f***. Oh, laughing about this hat, are you? Well, I wouldn't. For gingers like me, this proper Aussie looking bucket hat, proper bucket hat is the way forward. It's gonna keep me from being someone. Is that a massive butterfly in my bivvy? What the hell? I tell you what, the wonkiness of this rod pod and all the rods at the end like this, that's gonna be doing a lot of carp anglers nuts in. Wind is a bitch. Whoa, whoa. What the f***? That was ridiculous, right before I cast it.
Unfortunately, the night remained quiet, and I didn't hook into that monster catfish I was after. However, still motivated, I topped up the baited spot with a few more spoms ready for the day ahead. For the 3rd rod, I decided to whack on a pink OG fish pop-up on the trusted Pickering rig. Once I got that rod out by the edge of the island, it was time to get the sausages on. I had a sneaky feeling that this was going to be the calm before the storm.
Thing is, I'm seeing a lot of shows in 48's water. My mate Josh is on the way down. He's going to fish in 48, but he's going to be in about 15 minutes. So I might be cheeky and put a rod in that tree over there just to see if I can sneak one out from his water before he gets here. But there's something over there, so yeah, I'm going to put a rod there now.
It was when I decided to wind in that pop-up that the Amazon reels were really put to the test.
Right, I was just reeling in and oh, I foul hooked something and I think this might be one of the biggies. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Oh, oh no. Oh my God, this is what we've come for. Before I can get this in, my 3rd rod, oh, it's wiped out my other rod. I'm gonna have to put it, I don't know actually, maybe it's not. I don't know, this is a double take I think. Oh my God, I think I've got a double take. Panic, 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 panic. Ah, there he is. Oh, he's not even that big. He's not even that big. Bloody hell, this wind is making everything so much harder. Oh my God, here he goes. Oh, the net's flipped. Absolutely nailed. Oh, right. That's a big cat in. Right, we have a double take. So we have that one in the net. Right, let's see if this fish is still on. I doubt he is. It's still on. It's still on. The other rod's still on. Mental. Absolutely mental. Crazy. Again, it's just carnage. It just comes out of nowhere. Oh my days. No, no, no. No, stay away. You bed. Bed. Absolute bed. Oh, it's a lovely common. Okay, here we go. That's got to be done. You've got to be done. Yes! Oh my God. God. Oh my God. So that catfish isn't foul hooked. It took the boilie on the retrieve. I've just looked at its mouth. It's got the boilie hanging out of its mouth. Right, well, that was absolutely mental. This place is literally nothing, and all of a sudden it's just like, woo, woo, woo. It's crazy. We have a catfish. This one's probably about 12 to 15 pound. Look at this, proper slug on the Amazon gear. Long things, probably about 50, like I said, 15, 16 pound. Absolutely huge heads on them. This actually, I thought it was foul hooked, but it actually took a pink OG fish pop up on the retrieve. So yeah. Oh, he's having a big old shit all over my net, and he's still going. Mate, calm down, you've got diarrhea. Let's get that rinsed off a bit. That's disgusting. There's bigger out there. Like I said, there's 80 pounders out there. That's what I want to get. See if the Amazon gear can get a monster like that. It did hold up with this guy. Held up quite well. So we want to see how it gets on with the big fish. Let's get this one back in. Angry Commons, as always. Look at that. 17 pound. Oh, so that's 17 pound of long lake common. Again, double take. As I was playing the catfish in, this rod screamed off the baited spot, and this fell to the OG fish wafter. Match the hatch. Over the moon, big chunk, big thick set. 17 pound, big thick set. Eating a lot of pellet, this one, that's for sure. Yeah. Let's get this one back. Oh.
As always, repeating the process, I got the rod straight back out onto the spot. With all 3 rods now back out on the money, it was good to have a catch up with Josh. Although, it didn't take long before we were interrupted.
Whoa! Baited spot, we're in again. It feels, I don't know, to be fair, it's hard to tell on these rods. Look at that pen. It's good fun, mate, with these rods, I must admit. Yeah, tiny little thing. There you go. Because this one's quite a little baby one, we're gonna let him go. Angry little common. There you go, look at that. And she's gone.
With the small carp put back, I quickly realised I had a bit of a problem.
They're definitely reacting to the bait, and I'm running out, so I'm gonna have to bring my rods in, I think, about 12 o'clock, buy about another 4 kilo of house pellet, whack a load of that back in there, ready for this evening, because it just kicked off massively.
We were approaching midday and the sun had started to glare down on us all, and the wind had most definitely picked up some speed. So, after letting the swim rest for a bit, and fetching some more house pellet from the on-site tackle shop, I got all 3 rods back on to where they needed to be. Now I have to admit, there was a flaw with these alarms and rod pod that had become quite apparent.
One annoying thing about this Amazon pod is that because it's so high up and a bit wobbly and it's not very tight, the wind's just blowing it and it's obviously knocking the bobbins and it's just making the alarms go off. So you'll probably hear that in the background, so apologies, I'll have to live with that. It's doing my nut in. Right, I can't take this anymore. I can't take it. The wind, I'm gonna try and tighten up the pod, see if it makes any difference. I'm gonna put you there. I can tighten you up. Oh, that's not good. I think that's quite tight. I am a genius. I have fixed the wind buzzing problem. I've tightened it up like anything, the pod, so that is solid. Ignore the fact that the wind stopped blowing now. Oh. Yeah, I've won it. I've done it, fixed it. Right, so just make sure you tighten up these pods really tight. Right, that is it. That is all my bait out. Well, not all my bait out. That is about 2.5 kilos out on the spot. Gotta have about another 2 to 3 kilos before I go to bed tonight. So give it a couple of hours, see if it turns on. Maybe 2 spoms in the next hour and a half, or 3 spoms in the next 3 hours, just to keep the baits, or just to keep the bait topped up. A bit tiring, but I had the joys of watching S Club 7 over there opposite me with their shirts off. So I'm gonna chill out, have the daytime snooze, and see if anything happens. Right, so we managed to hook up again. Lost my ginger hat. That was a screamer, that one. He's gone right down the margin. He's not bad. We'll take that. Here it goes, well done Josh, mate. He's a scaly one, isn't he? Yeah. All right, we'll unhook him, we'll get this rod sorted.
The whole bottom of the bucket was filled with stodge.
Right, well, as I've just put the other rod out, I've still got the one carp in the net, another rod's gone screaming off, and I think it's gone. Oh, it's gone now.
It never feels nice losing a fish, no matter how good a session you were having. But when I saw how pretty the one was in the net already, it did ease that pain a bit.
Look at that. Check that out for a scaly banger. Absolutely awesome little fish. Probably, well, still a double, it's about £12. Lovely, lovely, absolutely lovely. How many more times did I say lovely? Pleasant surprise. The stream's been quite slow today, but I just had another double take. Again, after putting a big bed of bait out, it just seemed to kick-start them. It seems to just wake them up a bit. So yeah, it was good to get this one. Even though it wasn't off the baited spot, it was quite close to it. With any luck, I'm still waiting for that monster. Still waiting for the monster, but yeah, what a welcome surprise.
With the fish returned safely and the rods back out, even Josh managed to steal a bite.
There you go.
Single 40mm pellet.
Single 40mm pellet. Wow. Old school hair rig style. I did put a fair chunk of bait out, then wrong. I put about 5 kilo of mixed bait out there, a bit of OG fish and some 40mm pellets. But
whilst enjoying some much needed calories, I got thinking about something that I need your guys' opinion on.
I've been having to think about Long Lake, and I'm thinking about running my own socials. So a chance for all you guys watching and all my subscribers to get onto a social ticket and actually have the chance to come fish with me. And I'm thinking about using Long Lake. Obviously I'd have to book it probably a year in advance. We'll do it for next year, I'm thinking, but if you think that's good, if you think that's a good idea, hit the like button on this video, and if I get 300 likes on this video, I'll set up a social for people to come on.
The afternoon actually was surprisingly quite quiet. The rods remained motionless, which at least allowed me to have a quick snooze. But before we knew it, me and Josh were actually eating some dinner from the Coking Farm Cafe, talking about all things carp fishing, such as why does Elliot Gray have a top knot? How does Lottie Fishing get on with her father? And whether the rumour about Keir Starmer sleeping with Bream was true. Regardless, it was a glorious afternoon, but time was rather quickly slipping away. Knowing that the heavy baiting had worked previously and now with the carp seemingly off the spot, I was hoping that this bait would be enough to bring in that monster catfish I was after. With the light fading, I could only hope that something big would be unlucky enough to fall for my trap. And you know what? Something big did.
Oh shit. It's got my other line. Or maybe not, maybe it's not a big cat, I don't know. Oh, I'm not attached, no? Oh, it was on there, okay, right, we'll leave that then. I don't know what this is, mate. Mate, it feels heavy, look, this is a heavy, mate. Here he goes, going left now. He's going all over the place, he's going left, right, left, right. This could be it, mate, this could be it. Too much line. Oh, it's a big carp, mate. That's a chunk. Man, I'm gonna walk backwards. Mate, it's a big carp. Whew. Nervous. Oh, no. Stay away from my other rod. Come on. This way.
You've got 20 plus there, mate.
Do you reckon it's a 20? Oh, that'd be good. Just, ooh!
I'm cracking it like Sydney.
Now, for context, Sydney is the lake record carp, which comes in at a whopping £38.
Don't be silly. Josh! Shut up, mate. Don't say that.
When it comes out of this area.
I swear to God, mate.
Man, come on.
Can you stop? Oh, Josh, no, let's go for other rod. How about now? Come on. How about now? Net him, please, Josh. Net him. Yes! Yes! That's a chunk, mind. Mate, that is a lump of a carp, though, for it.
She's got,
What is it?
21... 21, it's going between 21, 21.10, 21.13. He's just moving back and forth.
So 21.10? Right, I was not expecting this on this trip. This is by far the biggest fish of the trip on the Amazon gear. Look at this. 21 pounds 10. 21 pounds and 10 ounces of just lump. Pure lump. Absolutely over the moon. We did want a monster. This probably could be the carp version of the monster in this lake. There are bigger, but not many. Absolutely have it. That will come off a little mesh bag of the house pellet and the OG fish wafter. Smash it. Look at the thickness of it. Absolute thick lump. I just, mate, what mental. This is the, I think the, I don't know what, I don't, Jesus. Bonnie Blue ain't got anything on me, but I've just gone through there. There you go. Look at that. Proper lovely lump. Over the moon. So happy with that fish. That's made the trip for me. And the Amazon gear doing the job. It can land 20-pound carp. We got there. Absolute chunk. Oh, happy days. And we'll get this girl back.
With that 20-pound lump put back, it allowed me to reflect on how well the session had gone. Honestly, I haven't had this much of an action-packed session in my life, where after periods of absolute calm, it just turns into mayhem with double takes everywhere. There is no doubt the Amazon gear stood up to this test, and you know what? Even though it's cheap, it still allowed me to have a great session carp fishing, and I can quite honestly say it had been an absolute joy. And that's what carp fishing is all about at the end of the day, the joy it brings all of us anglers, and I'm glad I can show that you don't always have to spend fortunes on the gear.
Right, that is it. The rods are all packed up. Everything's back in the car. The session is over. My 48 hours have come to a close for the Amazon Challenge Part 2. I was hoping to get a 30-pound plus catfish on that gear. Tell you what, guys, let me know. I'll let you be the deciders. If you like this episode and you want to see me come back with the same carp, cheap Amazon carp setup and try and catch a 30-pound plus catfish, let's get this video to 500 likes. Then I'll come back and see if we can truly get a proper monster. It's been a pleasure, guys, and as always, grab your nuts, and I'll see you on the bank. Peace.